So, as many of you guys know, a few companies are reporting earnings tomorrow, and Coinbase is one of them. I wanted to quickly talk about what the market's expectation is. And the question some of you might be asking is, after going from $440 per share, now down to sub $200, is Coinbase a good stock to buy before it reports earnings? I'm going to answer it very quickly for you. No. Well, why? Well, first off, a competitor in a very similar space also just reported earnings, and they tend to report very similar. Hood sold off. Wall Street did not like how Hood ended up reporting, went from highs of $82 to lows of sub 70. Now we have Coinbase set to report earnings. It's gone from lows of 177 to previous highs of 215. Now it's kind of in the middle ground, already forming lower highs, lower lows. The question is, can it actually beat earnings? So jumping into Investing Pro, again, if you guys don't have the software, it is essential if you actually want to dive deeper into the companies that you are investing or trading in fundamentally. It's the first link in the description down below. With that being said, if we click on the earnings tab, we can see that the last time it reported earnings, it missed its EPS by 37% and it missed revenue by 3.8%. Surprisingly, market actually reacted in a positive way. That was when markets were a little bit more irrational. Right now, the markets are not favoring these kinds of companies as consumer sentiment is uncertain for 2026. Based off of fair value analysts, it says that there is about 26.6% of potential downside, with the fair value being right around 145 according to Investing Pro. Again, when we look at Coinbase recently, it's been a stock that has been consistently forming lower highs and lower lows. You would actually just be saving money by not being invested. This is not on an upswing, at least not yet. Again, if we get that confirmation, we can always revisit. But right now, as markets are so overbought, think about this. As everything has been pushing higher, Coinbase hasn't been able to keep up. It's lagging behind, and rightfully so, right? Tomorrow, after the markets close, Coinbase, Opendoor, Irene, CoreWeave, a lot of speculative stocks, SoundHound are all reporting earnings, and the market is going to react. Now, again, you guys let me know down in the comment section what you think. But in my opinion, and that's all this is, right? If you really want to buy Coinbase because you want to invest in it for the future and you think it's a decent dip buy opportunity, you don't care if it sells off a little bit before it actually might actually recover, then great. I just don't like that anytime that markets enter uncertain times, Coinbase crashes, and it's no stranger to that. So because of that, I'm going to take this as a hint, seeing that it's already struggling during a thriving market condition, right? The overall NASDAQ market is at all-time highs, S&P 500, all-time highs. Everything is being pushed higher, but it's not companies like Robinhood and not companies like Coinbase. Coinbase used to trade as almost a proxy of Bitcoin, but not anymore, right? So it's going to be really exciting to see how markets react. And if it does end up beating earning expectation, remember, guidance is also a very important component, but I'll let you guys decide. Should we live stream tomorrow's earning reports after the markets close? I'd be more than happy to host it for free on this YouTube channel. All you have to do is drop a thumbs up and get this video to over 500 likes, and don't forget to subscribe. With that being said, I took a total of 2 trades today, like you guys saw in today's earlier session. If you're part of my LPP team, you would have seen this short. I made $3,200 on AMD, opened up short during today's live trading, and then took profits right away as we went to retest pre-market lows. We know that markets are incredibly irrational. They're looking for any reason to continue to push. And AMD, although it did report great earnings yesterday, it was up so much. It was up over 20% at one point that it had some retracement potential. We just had to wait for the confirmation. The second trade was the inverse ETF SanDisk Q, and I made $2,800 on that one. So pretty much shorting SanDisk. As SanDisk began to sell off, then SNDQ begins to go up. Again, it's the inverse ETF. We'll talk a little bit more about this tomorrow. Again, would love to invite you to our live trading session. Like I said, I go live every single morning at market open. And if you ever want to tune on in, It's the second link in the description down below. If you want to learn more about LPP and what exactly is included, if you want to watch a live trading session before you join, it's literally all available for you here within the second link down below to learn more. I really do appreciate you guys' time. I hope that we earned a thumbs up. Hope to see you tomorrow. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.